What's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all once again for joining in, for tuning in. Be sure, as always, to like, subscribe, comment, and when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you will be notified. Like today, I want to talk about, a subject that's, I want to say, going viral right now in all black social media outlets, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, what have you. And it's about that, well, specifically it's about dating or not dating single mothers. Now you have guys like Boyce Watkins going back and forth with Kevin Samuels, Boyce Watkins going back and forth, with Kwame Brown, or going back and forth with like the black manosphere in general. And their take on it is, don't date single mothers, period. No matter what. Don't invest. There's no benefit to it. And Boyce Watkins says if you don't date single mothers, then I guess not a man, not a coward or something like that, not masculine, what have you. And I want to give a take that it seems like, I guess, that's being missed. It's not really been, well, I'll say it like this. One side is going to one extreme, the other side is going to another extreme. But it seems like both of their topics, well, both of their viewpoints are just black and white. There's no in between. There's no, like I said, there's no gray area. But in actuality, nothing in life is black and white, including this subject here. Because what you have to look at is every situation. And each situation is different. And then you have to think from a man's point, talking from a man's point of view. Then you have to think, you have to understand, this is talking to younger men, older men, what have you. Understand that what you see isn't everything that is there. What's presented to you are not all the facts. And you have to understand that as good as it is, it can be better. And as bad as it is, it can be worse. So then you weigh your options and you decide for yourself if it's beneficial to you, whether it's financially, peace of mind, the building of a community. You got to see if it's worth it. And if it is, you do it. And if it's not, you don't do it. It's as simple as that. Now, also, there's a video that's going viral, I think out of Chicago, with his mom twerking, on video, and her child, got a hold of a loaded, semi with a long clip on it. While she back there dancing, then one of the mom's friends, grabbed a gun from a little boy, a little girl, whoever it is, and you got people in the uproar. Got people calling the police, calling child protective services, trying, checking on this situation. And rightfully so. So the thing is, you gotta look at the parent, you gotta look at the child, and you gotta think about what men think differently than women. Men would think 10 years from down the line, 20 years down the line, for the most part. Men who got, who think like real men. Investments. You don't always have to be money. It could be time, energy, education. If I invest in this situation, will it turn out? How will it turn out? What are the possibilities of the way it'll turn out? And so that's a big thing. So as time goes on, you see that if your investment is not panning out, man want to dip, want to get out of it. But then, he's looked at as being weak. But that's not necessarily the case. The case is, because I'm like this. There's no need to sit inside of a burning house knowing you can't put the fire out. Because if you run out, you consider weak. No, if you run out, you live to see another day, and then maybe you can go put out another fire, or learn how to prevent another fire from starting. But don't get in a situation to where there's a fire altogether, or the elements of the fire are not there altogether. So, like I say, in the case, so going back to, like I say, Boyce Watkins verse, pretty much seemed like every black man on YouTube. What you have is a situation like, let's say, okay, so single mother. One, you got, like I said, you got different situations. One, you may have a single mother with, young kids, young kids, and you get into this situation. You may think, the younger the child is, I can help rear that child the right way because the child is young. No, you know what I'm saying? So the odds of things turn out well in this relationship are great. It's no problem. Then you gotta look at, is dad around? Is dad not around? Is dad crazy? Is dad in prison? Is dad dead? Is dad still living at his mama's house? Is dad still coming over when you're not there? You gotta look at all those, like I said, those different situations, and if you're cool with all those situations, then you keep going forward. If you're not, then you back up and say, hey, I can't deal with it. Hey man, it's up, what I'm saying? Hey, there's no fault, there's no problem with that. Can't look, what I'm saying? Hey, you can't be looked on as being, weak. Because you did what's best for you for your future. Because ain't nobody trying to, date a woman and then the baby dad is crazy, and then, end up seeing video, a couple weeks ago, guy, for some reason walked up to another guy, some woman, I don't know, it was a baby dad, one was a baby dad, one was a cousin, but whatever, and dude got shot. So you see first 48. Mama got a boyfriend, mama got a baby daddy, mama call a baby daddy over here saying the boyfriend over here, or mama call a boyfriend over here because the baby daddy keep banging on the door or whatever, and the boyfriend come over there and shoot the baby daddy. You don't know, what can happen. That's why I say, what you see can always get worse. The situation can always get worse. And the thing is, are you prepared for it? All that love and lust and sex and all that kind of stuff, all that excitement when it first started, oh, that's great, but it's blinding you. You got blinders on and you're not really seeing what they say, can't see the forest for the trees. Then you might have a situation where, who knows, the dad's not in a situation and the kids are older, but then the kids are stuck in their ways. And if the mama crazy, then the kids are crazy. You're gonna be the same way. And let's say the kids are very disrespectful. Don't listen to the parent for the most part. Parent got to fuss. She hollering, cussing them out all the time. They looking at her like she crazy. What you think they're gonna do to you? And then you go in there and try to discipline the child. Mama got something to say. Why get into that? You understand what I'm saying? But then you may have a situation where the kids are very respectful. You might have a situation where kids are respectful. The father of the kids are very respectful. The new man is very respectful. And everything, true relationship wise for everybody works out pretty good. I mean, I can attest to a situation like, my kid's mother got remarried to a pretty cool guy. Real cool dude. I can sit there and talk to this guy. We can hold conversations all day. No problem, no animosity, not since day one. I was lucky that, she met a dude I ain't had to go to prison for. But like I said, but we're men and we understand the situation at hand. Can't go back to the past. All we can do is worry about my child and the future. And that's it, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, people got to move on. Relationship ain't worked for you, didn't work for you. Y'all broke up, let it go. So, like I say, it's not black and white. So like boys say, oh, if you don't date single mothers, like I said, you could be less of a man, but it's like, dude, you just can't put a blanket statement out like that. Because, like I say, the woman you married might be a good woman. Might be a real good woman. Who knows? Might have was married before. People make choices in relationships, and in the end, it didn't work out, and problems arise, and they pretty much had to be done with each other. I think the story is he tried to date her back in the day. She friend zoned him, gave him a cold shoulder or whatever you want to call it. Then years later, they get back together, meet each other, and they get married. And people want to say, oh man, now he got all this money and these businesses and he doing well for himself. That's the only reason why she with him. Can you blame him if that's the truth, if that's the case? Because we know, pretty much the Bible tell you that women are pretty much need security, physically, mentally, financially. That's just the genetic, that's just the makeup. And men are supposed to provide for the woman and for the family. That's the way it's supposed to go. Perfect situation, man establish himself, get his career going, get his life going, moving forward. Then he wants a family. Seeks out a woman to have a family with. And they get married and they live, happily ever after. Well, not happily ever after, but they live forever. Good and bad, but they know their roles and they play them to the T. And before you know it, they're 100 years old on the rocking chair, seeing their grandkids and great grandkids growing up. And they know they did a good thing. That's a perfect scenario, but shoot, it's a lot of times, at least we know 50% of marriages break up, so there ain't too many perfect scenarios out there. And then like 70% of kids are born out in the Aboriginal community, are born out of wedlock. So there ain't a whole lot of perfect scenarios out there. But what I think is being missed seriously in this whole conversation is you talking about the wound. You're talking about the wound and how to bandage it up. You're talking about a shotgun wound, trying to bandage it up, when you really need to talk about how to prevent getting that wound, prevent the creation of that wound. Like I tell my girls, do not have kids until you're married. Increase your chances of a successful life by, number one, do not have kids before you're married. Do not have them too young. The best thing is to, I say get out of high school, go to college if you need to, trade school, start a career, do whatever. You meet somebody, it's pretty good to meet someone, maybe, once you got out of high school, inside high school, outside of high school, whatever. Probably pretty good to meet someone that y'all can grow together. That's a pretty good scenario. But again, when y'all do get together, y'all end up being married, then you get married. Be married for a few years, a couple years, 3-4 years, whatever, have a minute. Because first you're trying to learn yourself, and now you got this partner. Now you got to learn your partner, and then once you figure out what kind of partner you got, now y'all can go and have kids. And now together is we can learn, we can raise this child, and we were both on the same mind frame. That, like I said, that's the perfect scenario. Well, close to perfect scenario. No, not all marriages last forever. We know that. But again, that goes to how a person was raised. A person is raised maybe with both parents, statistics can go up, odds will go up that everything will go smooth as possible. They're not raised with both parents, then Odds go down. I mean, it's just the way it is because there's something missing. I mean, just logic. You know, talk to these Bible thumpers and they talk about, and I ain't, you know, and they, every time they look up and they want, you know, every time you say something to them about their attitude or what they do, the first thing they want to do, you know, bring in the Bible, bring in grace, bring in God knows my heart, all this kind of stuff. But yet, they not really, I mean, but dude, I mean, it's like they're not really understanding. You gotta, I mean, look, this is just facts of life. You know, you gotta start with a strong foundation. That's the best way. You know, even a house with a strong foundation can fall in an earthquake and a hurricane. Understand that. Tornado, understand that. But give yourself a chance. The best chance possible is what I'm saying. The best chance possible. So, like I said, you gotta try to prevent the problem. No kids till you marry. I mean, the perfect scenarios too would be not to have this, no intercourse before you marry, but no kids before you marry. You know, that's a start. But then let's say we missed that, and now we got single parents, single mom, single dad, or what have you. Now what do you do? Now it's time to better that situation. Let's say you're a single mom, you got a boy, you trying to raise him, you raise him like you think he should be. First of all, most times, a lot of times, the mother's gonna raise a child. She's gonna raise him the way she feels fit. So she's gonna raise him the way she thinks she know, and she's gonna raise him like she think a man should be. Which, in the end, like a lot of people say, it's a lot of these moms, a lot of these women are raising, turning boys into men that they wouldn't date. But they don't see it. You spoiling these kids. You letting them play on these new PlayStations, Xboxes, and got a 0.2 GPA in what's supposed to be their senior year of high school. And you can say, oh well, it's hard for me as a single parent, and I gotta work all these jobs. I can't watch my kids like I need to. Then you get into the scenario where these girls get these boyfriends, and the first thing they think, you know, a girl like this where I work at, you know, get these boyfriends, boys sorry, don't do nothing, abusive, smoke, drink, play games, or they don't want to work. But she got him because he watched the kid. Like, man, I hate to hear that. Why? And I've heard this scenario so many times. Sounds like a broken record. Why do we allow our women to get into situations like that? Why do women allow themselves to get in situations like that? And a lot of times it's a lack of education, lack of knowledge, you know, shame, this and the third. You know, I look bad for doing this, now I don't want to look too bad, and now I'm trying to do it again by myself and I ain't got no man. But then the question comes, what are the alternatives? Where are the family members? Do you have family members you can reach out to help you? If so, utilize them. Don't use and abuse them, but utilize them. Find some kind of fair exchange, you know, financially, whatever. Help around the house. Do whatever, you know, do something for them, they do something. It's got to be a fair exchange. It can't be that I'm the victim and all I need help, but I can't offer anything. You can offer something. It doesn't matter. You can offer something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what do people do? Yeah, food stamps. You know, you can offer something. You can, you know what I'm saying? Help pay a bill, throw some, you know, put some money back, something, a few dollars, something. Just show a person that's helping you out, and that's what a lot of people are missing. They don't really realize that it's not that people don't want to help you or get tired of helping. They get tired of helping you because there's no return. Everybody wants a return on their investment, no matter what it is. Understand that. Realize that. So somebody's helping you out, watching your kids while you go to work, watching your kids while you go to school. And the only thing you can do is bitch and complain about how hard everything is and how bad everything is. Dude, you are not the only one. You're not the first, you're not the last. The person that's helping you, like I said, don't want to thank you. That only goes so far. And I'm speaking real talk. Offer something in return. whatever you got, you have something to offer. I ain't saying nothing immoral. I'm saying offer something in return. Like I say, money, time, energy, something. Whether it's little, you know, give your last to show a person that appreciation. Then let's say you don't have family. Then what do you do? Try Boys and Girls Club. If you're on government assistance, man, it's a lot of things you can do, but you got to get, you know, I mean, a lot of people don't want to say they don't want to use the government, but shoot, you need help from somebody. If you ain't got help from family, you need help from somebody. Somebody need to help you to make your journey. And I mean, I'm one of them guys that say, you know, I hate to see the government, you know, help you pay for your kids because of a choice you made. But then you gotta do something. But the thing is, you gotta do something to get out of it. I remember, like I said, as a single dad, I was on government assistance for about like 2 years. Didn't want to do it at first, but I needed to because you know, trying to go to school, full-time work was hard. You know, full-time work with good pay and good benefits is hard to come by. So I had to get on government assistance. Still working, still going to school at the time. But I knew I had a plan. 2 years, I'm out. And that's what happened. 2 years, I was done with it. So it wasn't like, no, I wasn't trying to live off of it. And that was maybe, almost 7, 8, 10 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like I said, don't abuse. Don't abuse your help. Use your help, appreciate your help, and move on. But, like I was saying, Boys and Girls Club, daycare, what happened to like the Big Brothers of America? You know, put them in some kind of organization. I think there's an organization called 100 Black Men. I think it's they're like in I know in some major cities, and these guys are mentors. Find your boy a mentor. I mean, you don't have to have no sorry ass boyfriend, no dude to hang around the house just to watch your kids, because too many times again we watch these videos, watch these news stories, baby dead. Boyfriend hit the baby because he wasted the water. Boyfriend killed the baby because he peed in the bed. Boyfriend killed the baby because messed him up playing Xbox. You know, boyfriend killed the baby because baby was crying. I mean, what the hell can a 2, 3, 4-year-old kid do to you, make you that doggone me pissed off? But hey, but a lot of times these women don't see no alternative. So to the men that don't want to date these single moms, okay, don't date them, but be a mentor to their child. Be a mentor to their son. Women too. You got, if there's a daughter, she got a daughter, and she needs help, be a mentor to her daughter. This here helps you out spiritually, emotionally, help you, you know, help build a community, because we can't leave the kids to die. That's the thing. We can't leave the kids to die. See, the government is showing us exactly how to do it, but we're not really paying attention on that other side. We see the government wants to put us on child support and have us, you know, pay child support for our children, but don't necessarily, they're not gonna get into the whole visitation thing. That's like separate court or what have you. You know, that's separate. But they're showing you that you can separate, that you don't have to be the way they're trying to say. You don't have to be with the mom, but you can financially support the child. You don't have to be there with the child, but you can, you know, financially support them. But really, we all know that you really do need to be with the child, whether you financially support them or not, to the extent that the government feel you need to support them. But you need to have positive interaction with your child. The child know that the parent has love, that loves them, because when a child gets older, they will question and want to know why their parent is not around, and going to think that this parent hate them, when it could be a problem. Well, it really couldn't. They had to do with the kids. It could be something between the mom and dad, depending on what kind of relationship or lack thereof they had, you know. So yeah, like I said, we can't leave these kids to die. So like I say, you gotta be a mentor. Be a mentor to these children, you know, because they need it. That's one of the ways, that one of the steps, or one of the things that we have to implement to help build the community. Because if we leave, because like I said, I'm not talking about the mothers, I'm talking about the children. Man, you neglect these kids, they will come back. they will come back with a vengeance. You saw Black Panther. I know y'all did. I know y'all saw it at least 2, 3, 4, 500 times, 50, 11 times. I know y'all did. And everyone talks about how Killmonger came back and tried to control everything and try to destroy everybody. And everybody was upset, saying how in the world, what the problem, my God, some people say, oh my God, he was evil. People say they was on his team, but then they was like, I can't believe he treated these people like that, choked the black woman, let the black woman die, all that kind of stuff, tried to kill, T'Challa, all that kind of stuff, But the dude had hatred. The dude knew he had a lineage, knew that he should have inherited something, no matter if he was born outside or not. No matter if his mother was not part of the tribe or not, he knew something was needed to come to him, and he deserved it. He was going to go back and claim it by any means necessary. Like I said, this guy had hatred in his heart, and that's what these kids are going to do. You neglect these kids, like I say, they will come back, and they will come back with a vengeance, and they're going to get somebody, and it might be you. And it could have been a kid that you could have mentored and didn't, or tried to mentor too late. You got to get them when they babies, man. You got to get them when they babies. So I'm going to cut this video off, because I could go on and on. But like I say, my point is, this is not a black and white situation when it comes to dating single mothers. Yeah, like I say, you can date them. Who knows what kind of situation you'll walk into, but just know that whatever you see, man, you're not gonna see everything. So yeah, it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. But then too, like I said, if you don't, that's fine. That's great. But again, like I say, reach out to these children. Mothers, find these mentor groups, so your sons can be mentored by a positive black man, not so-called Pookie and Ray Rays, not the drug dealers, not the whatever, the D-boys, the people, and the jack boys or whatever, pimps, whatever you want to call it, cats that sit around, or the cats sit around the houses do nothing. There's some positive black men out there that are looking to mentor children, whether they're like, say, organizations, whether they're churches. They're out there. You just gotta do the legwork to find them. And men, you gotta do the legwork to find these kids. Like I said, I wasn't here to try to do no relationship channel. Nah, I'm here, no relationship channel, and try to knock down, black women or black men or what have you. Man, I'm here to try to, find solutions, create solutions. And leave them in the description box when at all possible. Come with the facts and saying, hey, these are small, it's gonna take small gains. Small gains now, create bigger returns later. But anyway, that's all I got. Tell me what you think. Like I said, leave a comment in the box below. Again, like I always say, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Also, hey, if you got any ideas, any stories that you want me to cover, want to know my take on them or how I feel that we can, reverse the wrong, down in the description box, got an email address, hit me up. You can follow me on Instagram. Like I said, also, help grow the channel, buy some merchandise, go to my website. If you got your own YouTube channel, in the description box, click on that, copy and paste that TubeBuddy link, get started, and it'll help you grow your channel a lot, show you what you're doing wrong, help you move in the right direction. Parts of it is free. When you get to growing, then you can pay the low bitty fee, but a few dollars a month ain't bad if you can make $400-500 a month at least. So anywho, until next time, peace.